Alright, YouTube, it is the Bad Nerd, and I am back with a Bad Nerd Reviews, and I am reviewing The Boys Season 5, that is stars Paul Urban, Dennis Quaid, Anthony Starr, Erin Moriarty, Jesse T. Usher, Laz Alonso, Chance Crawford, Tomer Capone, Karen Fukuhara, Nathan Mitchell, Colby Methane, Susan Haywood, Valerie Curry, and Devane Diggs, Cameron Cripavetti, and Jensen Eccles. So, this is the fifth and final season of The Boys, 8 episodes, aired from April 8th to May 20th. So, 5 seasons, 40 episodes, and 7 years we've had The Boys. So, what did I like about this season? Well, I liked that it was the final season. I liked that it had some good enough visual effects and some good character builds in here and there, and some good fight sequences. However, I will get to my dislikes now. There was a few filler episodes in there. I get it, they want to try and save it or whatever, but I don't know. But still, there were some episodes that did drag, and there was a lot of filler in there. And yeah, but I will say the finale. What can I say about the finale? Well, I feel the fight sequence, especially the final showdown with Homelander, was a little rushed, but I liked at the same time how it honored the comics with Homelander's demise. And we see Paul Urban get put on a good show. We see, one last cameo from Frenchie in Kimiko's mind, because unfortunately Frenchie doesn't make it out alive. Neither does Butcher, but I won't tell you too much about that. We do get the Gen V characters in this, but if you're expecting like a big massive crossover where they join the fight and stuff, you will be disappointed because their screen time in it is reduced to none other than a cameo. In the penultimate episode, we see, 2 brief scenes with Marie and Jordan. Then in the finale, we see, Marie, Jordan again, and in both appearances, Jordan's in their female form. And we get a cameo from Emma, who is like my favorite Gen V character ever, and a bit disappointing, I gotta be honest. I thought we would see more of them given the cancellation of its spin-off Gen V, but they plan to bring them back in future Boys projects like they're currently brainstorming now. But, yeah, I gotta say, there was a lot of lows in this season. We see the character of Beaufather as well. We see what power Ashley got from her Gen V injection, and yeah, we get the Deep. Now, I don't like the character much. I don't think anyone does. But the actor, Chance Crawford, he was brilliant in this. So was Carl Urban as Billy Butcher, and Jack Quaid as Huey. Erin Moriarty, still beautiful as ever, playing Annie, and how it ends for them too, Huey and Annie. I won't give too much away here because it's still a bit fresh. But Anthony Starr as Homelander, my God, I kind of, because Homelander as well is like on this quest to find the V1 to become immortal, and probably you know from the memes and the internet now, he does get that, but in the finale, what happens there? Well, I can tell you, it's satisfying, but yet at the same time disappointing. I mean, the finale, it wasn't perfect, but it wasn't disappointing either. And this was the last season of The Boys. I hate it when shows start great and then when they announce a final season, they tend to rush things. The writing gets lazy. I'm thinking if you're gonna end a show, fine, but please don't give it sloppy writing. I feel that's what they did with The Boys, unfortunately, but it had good moments in there. It had good action, it had good acting, had some bizarre characters like the show is known for, I mean, there is gotta be the strange moments in there, the dark comedy, which we got. Um, yeah, so the episodes we had was 15-inch of sheer dynamite, teenage kicks, every one of you sons of bitches, hail to the king of hell, one shots, through the heavens fall, and the Frenchman, the female, and the man called Mother's Milk, and blood and bone, and yeah, it has its brutal moments, including Ryan and Homelander, a scene in there where they pretty much Omni-Mans him, like from Invincible. I get what people mean now when they say that he's Omni-Manning him. But, yeah, I guess I got mixed feelings about this very divisive final season. First 2 seasons, perfect. Season 3, great. Season 4, okay. Season 5, good but not brilliant, I would say. But, they've wrapped up on the main show now. We're definitely getting another show next year, Vought Rising, which is going to be a prequel spin-off with Soldier Boy in the beginning of it all in the 50s. We also are, like I said, we're getting The Boys Mexico, and we're getting, like I said, they're brainstorming with ideas for spin-offs, which could include will include Gen V characters, because, like I say, if they still have plans to use the Gen V gang, why cancel the show? But yeah, we see everyone have their moment in this, and we see brutality, and we see, one showdown, what it's all been building up to for Homelander and Butcher, and yeah, a heart-to-heart with Huey and Butcher, and also, Butcher still has that virus. Do they use it? Well, I'll let you find that out, because the finale is still kind of fresh. But, yeah. So, The Boys, the final season, did it end with a bang? It kind of did, but with a rushed bang. Like I say, there are flaws with this season. But the landing, there were a lot of shock deaths in there too. Some major characters did get killed. And we do see Valerie Curry return as Firecracker, and we see Sister Sage as well. We see just some, like I said, like I say, maybe this did go on for one more season than it should have. I don't know, but look, they know that to call it a day now. And, they're not dragging this out like shows like The Evil Dead, or not The Evil Dead, The Walking Dead, sorry, and other shows that don't know when to end. Do excuse me there, that was because I use this voice. Anyway, The Boys Season 5, what will I rate this? You know what? It has its fair share of good moments. I look forward to seeing it every week, tuning in, even though there were some filler episodes in there and some boring moments. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I knew what I was signing up for. But yeah, it's all over now. So I will give The Boys Season 5, the final season, you know what? I will give it 3.5 batarangs out of 5. 3.5 batarangs out of 5 for The Boys Season 5. Have you seen it? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to give a big thumbs up. Share with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. All of my social media links are linked down below in the description, so you can check all that out. I've been Batnerd, this has been Batnerd Reviews, and The Boys always did that whole middle finger salute, didn't they? Yeah. But I end my videos with, until next time, Batnerd out.